You don't need a gym bag. You need the one that keeps up when your day is gym, errands, and maybe an overnight plan you didn't see coming. Today, we're counting down the 7 best gym bags for women. What fits, what actually stays organized, and which ones feel worth carrying every single day. 7. BAGSMART 2096 Reiki Mini Gym Bag. The first time I used the BAGSMART, I immediately understood the appeal. It's compact, sleek, and feels like it's made for the I only carry essentials gym girl. Keys, cards, phone, a mini deodorant, and maybe a small towel if you fold it like origami. The small capacity is the whole point, and the shape makes it easy to grab and go, especially if you're the type who hates lugging around a big slouchy duffel. BAGSMART highlights this model's lightweight build and You don't need a gym bag. You need the one that keeps up when your day is gym, errands, and maybe an overnight plan you didn't see coming. Today, we're counting down the 7 best gym bags for women. What fits, what actually stays organized, and which ones feel worth carrying every single day. 7. BAGSMART 2096 Reiki Mini Gym Bag. The first time I used the BAGSMART, I immediately understood the appeal. It's compact, sleek, and feels like it's made for the I only carry essentials gym girl. Keys, cards, phone, a mini deodorant, and maybe a small towel if you fold it like origami. The small capacity is the whole point, and the shape makes it easy to grab and go, especially if you're the type who hates lugging around a big slouchy duffel. BAGSMART highlights this model's lightweight build and multi-compartment approach, which definitely shows in daily use. What I liked most is the way it tries to act bigger than it is. The compartments help you separate small items so you're not digging around, and the bag's materials feel designed to stay looking clean, even with frequent use. BAGSMART also calls out a padded shoulder strap and carry handles, and in practice the strap comfort is decent for short trips, like from the car to the studio or a quick walk into the gym. Now, the thing that kept pushing it down to number 7, its 5.5 liters is limiting. BAGSMART literally markets it as 5.5 L, and that's accurate. Once you add a water bottle and a small pouch, you're basically done. If you're someone who carries a change of clothes, a real towel, lifting straps, or a post-workout makeup kit, you'll start playing what can I leave behind every time you pack. It also has features that are clever but a bit niche. 6. FIORETTO. The FIORETTO is the kind of bag that looks like it's trying to be your everything duffel, gym, travel, maybe even a weekend getaway, with that separated compartment concept that's become super popular. In day-to-day use, this style of bag can be a lifesaver if you're constantly switching between carrying clean clothes and sweaty gear, because separation is what stops your whole life from smelling like your shoes. If you've been there, you know. What I appreciated is that this type of design is usually built for people who don't pack lightly. It's meant for tossing things in quickly: shoes, a wet swimsuit, toiletries, and still having a clean zone. And if you're doing morning workouts before work, that separation is the difference between feeling organized and feeling like you're living out of a laundry basket. That said, this is where I have to get a bit critical. With bags in this category, the separated compartments can eat into the main storage area in a way you don't expect. You technically have more sections, but the usable, flexible space becomes smaller, so bulky items don't sit as naturally. It can feel like the bag is telling you how to pack instead of adapting to how you pack. Another issue I ran into with this style: if the shoe or wet section isn't ventilated well, it can trap odors faster. The whole point is separation, but separation without breathability sometimes just means you've created a sealed smell chamber. 5. Hedcaw Gym Bag for Women. The Hedcaw is where the list starts getting more daily driver practical. It's designed as a multi-purpose duffel: gym, travel, swimming, yoga, the kind of bag you can keep by the door and grab without thinking. The vibe is athletic, but still neat enough that it doesn't scream, "I'm carrying sweaty clothes," when you walk into a cafe after the gym. In use, what stands out is the focus on having dedicated spaces for the messy stuff. Bags like this are built around the idea that shoes and wet items shouldn't touch your clean outfit. And when you're actually using the bag several times a week, that matters more than cute colors or trendy shapes. It's the difference between a bag that stays fresh and one that slowly becomes a biohazard. I also like this kind of bag for two-stop days. If you do the gym and then go somewhere else, work, class, errands, Having a bag that can hold both gym gear and normal life items makes everything smoother. You don't have to repack, you just move through your day. Where this type of bag usually wins is capacity without feeling enormous. You can pack enough for a real workout session, but it still feels like a gym bag instead of a full suitcase. And for most people, that's the sweet spot. Big enough to carry what you actually use, small enough to not feel awkward in a crowded locker room. 4. WISEPACK Gym Bag Womens. The WISEPACK is one of those models that leans hard into travel-friendly dimensions, and that's a huge plus if your gym bag is also your personal item bag. Some listings for this bag describe it as lightweight and sized around 30 by 19 by 45 centimeters, which is the kind of shape that slips into overhead compartments without drama. That airline-friendly feel makes it great if you're doing short trips, weekend visits, or you just want one bag that can do gym and travel. In practice, the layout is built for separation, shoes, wet items, and main storage, so it works really well if you do swimming, hot yoga, or anything that creates damp clothes fast. The waterproof, tear-resistant fabric description also matches the general vibe. It's meant to take a bit of beating and not look wrecked after 2 months. What I personally liked is how structured light it feels. It's not stiff like luggage, but it's also not floppy. That balance makes it easier to pack neatly, and it doesn't collapse into itself when you set it down. Something that sounds small until you're trying to change clothes with one hand while holding your bag open with the other. If there's a trade-off with bags like this, it's that once you start using the shoe compartment heavily, it can reduce the main compartment's breathing room. That's not unique to WISEPACK, it's just how the design works. But if you typically carry slim sneakers or sandals, it's a non-issue. PHSYNI. The PHSYNI is for the person who wants cute and functional without carrying a giant duffel. It's often described as a compact mini duffel around 16 inches long, which makes it feel easy to handle while still giving you enough room for a workout outfit, small towel, and essentials. It's the kind of bag you can bring into the gym without feeling like you're moving in. What surprised me is how much organization you can get in a smaller silhouette when it's designed right. This one is described with a wet pocket and shoe compartment, and for real life, that's a big deal because it lets you separate damp items even in a compact bag. That means it's not just cute pink, it's cute pink that can survive after leg day clothes. It also works really well as a personal item style bag for short outings. If you're someone who does a quick workout and then meets friends, it doesn't look overly sporty or bulky. It reads more like an everyday duffel, especially in that pink colorway, so it blends into normal life better than some hardcore gym-only bags. The limitation, of course, is that it's still compact. If you're packing for shower at the gym days, full-size toiletries, hair tools, big towel, you're gonna run out of space. But for most people doing a standard workout session, the size is a sweet spot, light, organized, and not annoying to carry. Bucosd GB0001-1. The Bucosd is the kind of bag that instantly feels like it was made for real schedules. It's built around that crossbody duffel idea, hands-free, easy to carry, and practical when you're juggling a phone, a coffee, and the will to go do cardio. Even without overcomplicating things, this style tends to win because it makes movement easy. Car, gym, locker room, out. What makes it feel premium in day-to-day use is how these modern duffels prioritize separation. Bags in this category commonly emphasize dry-wet separation, and a shoe compartment, which keeps the main area cleaner and makes packing faster because you don't have to think as much. When you're consistent with the gym, fast packing becomes a lifestyle feature. I also like this style for women who want one bag that can do gym and overnight. You can pack shoes, outfit, and toiletries without needing a second bag, and that's huge if you ever go straight from training to a friend's place or a quick work trip. It has that one-and-done feeling. The other win is how it tends to carry. Crossbody duffels distribute weight better than shoulder-only totes, especially once you add water bottles and extra clothes. And when a bag carries well, you use it more because it never becomes that annoying thing you dread hauling around. So Bucosd takes the number 2 spot as the best do-it-all style for active routines where you need separation, comfort, and enough space without going full suitcase. 1. BAGSMART BM01020555AN012XP Fin. the #1 spot goes to a BAGSMART option because it nails what most women actually want: something lightweight, organized, and stylish enough to use beyond the gym. BAGSMART's Reiki line leans into this gym-to-life identity with a design that feels modern and practical, and the brand consistently emphasizes multi-compartment organization plus comfortable carrying, two things that matter when you're using the same bag several days a week. What makes this feel like the top pick is how balanced it is. With many gym bags, you have to choose. Either it's cute but not functional, or it's functional but looks like sports equipment. The Reiki concept is built to bridge that gap. Clean design, thoughtful pockets, and the kind of material that's meant to be low maintenance so it doesn't look tired after constant use. The comfort side matters too. BAGSMART specifically highlights a wide padded shoulder strap and carry handles on the Reiki Mini Duffel, and that comfort-first approach carries through the line's reputation. When a bag is comfortable, you stop overthinking it, you just grab it, wear it, and go. And organization is where it really wins. The Reiki Mini Duffel is described with an internal waterproof PVC pocket for toiletries, which is exactly the kind of detail that makes a bag feel designed instead of generic. Even if you're not traveling, having a waterproof zone for small liquids or damp items is a daily convenience you don't realize you need until you have it. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.